Now, every HTML page has a few tags that you have to have in the page. Without them, it's not really a page.
Okay.
So we're going to look at that p tag again in the future, but let's look at those basic tags that every page needs to have. So yeah, let's do that. We'll start with that and then we'll move on. So now the next tag is, the first basic tag is HTML, which just kind of makes sense. We basically tell our browser that everything from the start here all the way to the end of it is all HTML.
Okay.
Okay, that's logical.
Okay.
The next step is every HTML page has two sections. It has the invisible section that's behind the scenes, which is called in programming in HTML, it's called the head area. And you have the body area. The head area is controls all the stuff that you don't see or that you see in the header of the page, such as the head. And the head as opens and closes. Right, so that's the head itself. Let me tag that in.
What does that mean, that it's not seen?
Well, there's some stuff that are not part of the page itself, but we still need to tell it to the computer, such as what is the font that we're going to be used, what are the colors that are going to be all over in the page, a little bit of code that's going to be in the background, the title of the page, maybe keywords so search engines could find out about the page, but it's stuff that we don't want people to see on the page itself.
Okay.
So anything that doesn't go into the page, most of the time goes into the head area, which is literally it's not a good name if you were really new to this. If I would have to name it with a name, I would say the background or the external information, or literally it's anything that's not part of the body.
Okay.
So it's not body, I would call it, but all right.
Okay, all right.
All right, and then we have the body area itself.
Okay.
And the body itself basically contains everything that is visual, basically.
Okay.
So anything that goes on the page goes into the body.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you a question now. I'm going to put you on the spot. So remember when we created and I'm going to save this. Now, if I'm going to ask you two questions. If I render the page, what do you think we're going to see on the page?
I want to see the body.
And what is going to be on the body?
Headlines.
So
paragraphs.
Let's see what happens, and then you tell me why. So before we start, things are great.
Okay.
Things this great. Well, not
whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. So now we see nothing.
Okay.
We just typed quite a lot and we see nothing. So when you're looking at the code, could you explain to me why do you think nothing is there now?
Because we didn't yet put anything in the body.
Bingo. So all this is just like background information for the browser to know what to put inside, but because we didn't put anything in the body itself, we can't see anything.